my god, Boruto is the most OP character in this entire series. I literally cannot believe how insanely OP they have made Boruto. We finally got to see what his new Rasengan is, the Rasengan Uzuhiko, which basically if he hits you with it, your insides will be twisting and churning until you die. Long story short, that's what it is. He uses it on Code. I'm going to get into this planetary Rasengan in just a little bit, but there's some other really important things I want to talk about here. First of all, the speed on my guy, Boruto. There's one point in this chapter where Code literally cannot touch him. Code is thinking, is this a doppelganger? Like, what exactly is going on? I believe, unless this has something to do with like a wind style or it's some hidden jutsu that Boruto hasn't told us about yet, I believe it is just raw speed. So it appears that he has been trained during this time skip by Kashin Koji, the Jiraiya clone. So we remember that Kashin Koji, he fought against Jigen and he had to run away because he was getting his butt kicked, but he survived. And you can see here in this chapter that Boruto has a frog in his clothes. So he may have Sage style too. I mean, this is just absolutely crazy. So I think what happened is Boruto, for the last 3 years, he's been trained by basically Jiraiya and Sasuke simultaneously. This guy has basically Jiraiya's abilities, Naruto's abilities, and Sasuke's abilities. Like he's above that too, and he has the karma as well. Boruto is ridiculously OP. I mean, he literally just made Code look like an infant. He completely squashed him, and he gave him an ultimatum. He said, give me the 10 tails or die here. And it looks like from the last page of this chapter, I believe this is the last page, that the 10 tails has been summoned and Boruto is using chakra rods on the thing. Like, what the hell? So he's got chakra rods, planetary Rasengan, unbelievable speed that like even Code, who has his limiter broken, can't see him. I mean, the list goes on. I mean, and like, it's insane how much power Boruto has in the series right now. Like, I don't even know who could even go up against him. I don't think Kawaki would stand a chance against him. The only character in the series that I could see giving Boruto a fight is the Otsutsuki god himself, Otsutsuki Shibai, who is they showed like a little picture of him. He is the Otsutsuki god. That's kind of what Code is trying to achieve with this 10 tails. If he can eat Boruto or Kawaki, it'll make a chakra fruit, which if he eats, he might turn into a god. Maybe he needs to eat a few of them. But regardless, the Code arc is over, I guess. I mean, this dude got squashed like he was nothing. The Jubi like warriors that he created all got sliced up instantly by Boruto. I mean, the power level on this dude, okay, so is he planetary level now? Like, and that's why I've seen a lot of people talking about this on Twitter. Is Boruto planetary level? Like, does he have that much power? I'm absolutely shocked and blown away. It's just crazy to me that we had this 3-year time skip and they just bring Boruto in to fight right off the bat. And not only that, like, we didn't even see really any of his training yet. I'm guessing that we'll have some flashbacks to explain what some of these power-ups are, because he's too OP in my opinion. I mean, like, there's no threat in the series anymore. I mean, Code was really the main threat in Kawaki, but Boruto could probably take him on both right now like they're nothing. So what exactly is going to happen here? Can Boruto use the frog summons in Sage mode now too? Probably. So let's go ahead and explain what this Rasengan Uzuhiko actually is. As Code gets hit and he gets completely decimated, you see him kind of wobbling around and fall over, asking, what did you do? And Boruto says, think that this is a strike from the planet that you tried to destroy. The chakra of the planet, a Rasengan that absorbed its rotation, that is Uzuhiko. Right now, the power coursing through your body will never disappear, just like a planet doesn't stop its rotation. So it's like a kind of infinite Rasengan, I guess. Like, if it hits you, it just keeps churning inside you until you die. That's pretty awesome. So less like of a destructive ability in terms of like raw power and more of like a just killing move. And I think that's really cool, especially against someone that's like an android, or maybe they have regenerative capabilities. It's a really good technique. I mean, if Boruto can land this, pretty much any enemy is completely screwed. So even Ada is like, wow, it's over already? A simpler technique than I thought. How is it different from an ordinary Rasengan? The shaking of the ground is that Boruto, rather not the ground, it's the planet. This is a move using the planet's rotation. Interesting. So Boruto's surprised that Code can stand up from this. You know, obviously he had his limiter removed and he's very strong, but he says that the damage will last semi-permanently. Before the rotation of the planet stops, your life will end. And Code just falls over again. Boruto says, if I release Uzohiko, it's a different story. So he has the ability, if he hits you with this thing, it churns inside of you until you die, but he can also pop it and just straight up explode you at any time that he wants and kill you. So there's a ticking time bomb inside of you. Dude, this is awesome and crazy. I just can't believe how strong Boruto is. Like, he's so far beyond, like, Naruto and Sasuke, with the exception, obviously he doesn't have the Rinnegan or the Sharingan, but I mean, it doesn't seem like he needs it. It's crazy to me. So we also see that Boruto meets up with Kawaki in this chapter, and Boruto just straight up like ignores him. Like, even though he's one of the primary objectives for Boruto, he just ignores him and basically goes after Code instead. I don't know yet if Kawaki maybe tries to attack him or not, but it also appears that maybe Boruto can see into the future using his true eye, because he kind of says some words that make it seem like he knows he's not going to die today. So it's very, very possible that he can also see in the future. Maybe he has a similar ability to Ada, which is, of course, the God Jutsu, the Shinjutsu, which allows her to both see everything that's going on, and she has a lot of crazy powers as well. Kawaki is just straight up threatening Boruto, and Boruto's just like, back off, like, you're nothing to me. We're gonna get the full chapter here in just a couple days, so if there's anything else that's super important, obviously I'll make a video on it, but I just had to talk about these spoilers and these leaks because, dude, I cannot get over the fact that Boruto is this strong. I feel like a little bit like it's rushed, but at the same time not, because there was a lot, like so much buildup getting to this that, like, I'm kind of glad that we're just jumping straight into it, and, you know, we didn't waste like 10 months of explanation before the fighting started. Like, we're getting everything we want. I just hope that there is some stakes, because right now, when you make a character, the main character, that overpowered, you don't feel as a viewer any feeling of desperation anymore, because your boy is just so strong. He's just gonna, you know, one-shot everybody without any risk of getting hurt. I mean, it doesn't seem like Momoshiki has taken him over, so I don't know what the story of Momoshiki is either. I just know that my guy Boruto has literally become God mode in this series, like actual God mode. It's insane. I can't wait to see what happens next. Make sure you guys subscribe and hit the thumbs up. It's free and it helps out the video because of the wonky YouTube algorithm. So all the thumbs up help me out a great deal. Also, if you watch a video all the way through, that's probably the most important thing. So if you've made it this far, thank you guys so much, and I will see you on the next video.